Hello, sports card fans. This is Ari Rowell for ThePit.com, coming to you with another market report. Today we'll be talking about LeBron James and his 2003 Topps Chrome PSA 10. So, one of our biggest traders recently sold many of his valuable cards to the pit. This card was bought by another one of our traders for $4,200. So this card. Has traded as high as $5,000. That is about the going rate for this card right now. So our trader was able to secure this for $4,200, and he's relisted it for $4,700. So on eBay, these cards have been listed for around about 49 5,000. We'll take a quick look at eBay. So on eBay, you might notice. So this is right here is a BGS 9.5. So, of course, with BGS 9.5, you have to look at the subgrades. And this particular card has 3.95 subgrades and a 10. So, pretty much an equivalent of a PSA 10. And then the next few listings, of course, are the PSA 10. So you might notice something interesting about this. So there's one listed for $5,000 and $50 plus $50 shipping. That's to cover the insurance on shipping. And then there's another one for $52.50 and $35 shipping. So again, same kind of deal. So they've been listed pretty close to each other. So the reason that I'm pointing out these current listings rather than sold listings is to show you that if you look under the price, you'll see that there's a great number of people watching the card. So there's 28 people watching this particular listing, 11 watching this listing, and then this down here, this 5,300 listing, also has 28 watching. So that's an awful lot of people to be watching a buy it now, because typically watchers watch auctions, not buy it nows. So you might wonder, okay, well, what does that mean? Why does that matter? So the reason that that matters is it means that no one has been willing to hit the buy button or make an offer. This one here does not have a best offer option, whereas these two do. So no one has actually stepped up and actually bought the card for that price. So that's important. The reason that's important is so when our trader decided to sell this card for $4,200 to another pit trader, what happened there is that he probably looked on eBay just like we are right now and saw that at $5,000 that's considered the going rate for this card, but they're just sitting there. They're not actually selling. There's all these people watching that auction, that buy it now listing. What they're basically hoping is that by watching that listing, a seller might make them an offer, because eBay does have a system where if you watch a buy it now or an auction, you can make offers to watchers. So that's basically what's happening there. So people are not willing to pony up the $5,000. So so the reason that that matters, and the reason that we're talking about that, is that our sellers probably saw that and decided to just take the $4,200 for the card, and he did decide to cash out. So when you cash out in the pit, you do pay a 10% cash out fee to PayPal. And obviously, if you were to sell that card on eBay for $4,200, you'd be paying that to eBay plus another 3% in PayPal fees. So obviously, and it's because of of the economy right now. Yes, these big cards are moving. They are moving, but they are moving for a little bit less than they were before. And of course, LeBron James to PSA 10 has skyrocketed. I mean, just a year ago, I mean, this card was selling for about $1,500. So, I mean, as you can see right here, it actually traded at a low within the past year of 1444. So just to give you an idea, this card was you can get it as low as $1,500, and now it's selling for $5,000. So but the difference with if you list it on the pit for $4,700 is because there's no transaction fees. You could choose to simply take that money and reinvest it in another card. And in this case, because the pit also allows you to put bids, you put a bid for $4,200. And so you sell a card for $4,200, and then you can just wait and then get another copy of that card for $4,200, so you can get it for less. Because if people are looking for quick cash, obviously throwing it up on eBay is not really the best option. And of course, as you can see, I mean, on eBay, this card has been selling upwards of $4,900. And this is just in the last couple of days. Making this report on April 2nd. So yeah, two days ago, two of these sold at auction. Well, actually, this one sold as a buy it now. But but yeah, as you can see, I mean, this card has been selling for $5,000, but now it seems that people are kind of waiting around for a discount. And of course, if you were to try to sell this card, for $4,900, you're going to be paying 10% of that to eBay right away, and then another 3%. So you're basically taking 13% off of that. So you're already, when you take 500 plus another 3%, which would be about $120. So you're talking about taking another $650 off. So you end up with about $4,300, and then you still have to ship the card. Whereas on the Pit, you're only paying the 10%. So you're actually making a little bit more money on the Pit. But the difference is obviously is that you can you can set the price at whatever you want, and then just sort of wait for people to put in a bid that you feel is worthy. So yeah, so it does seem that on the market that this card has sort of hit a ceiling at $5,000. And so, on eBay, if you accept a best offer, you're probably only going to have to accept an offer of 44 or 4,500, and so you're actually going to be making less than you'd be making the same amount on the Pit at 4,700. So for cards of these 4-figure, 5-figure varieties, the Pit allows you to essentially offer a built-in discount to your buyer, and then if you so choose, you can always just reinvest that in other cards rather than cashing it out. And of course, the Pit has plenty of high-end cards that you can choose from. So yeah, LeBron James definitely, if he can win, people are hedging their bets if the season comes back and the Lakers can win the championship, which is completely possible, of course. I mean, with Anthony Davis and Kyle Kuzma playing very well as well, there's a big chance. So I mean, the only way that this card is probably going to continue to rise is if the Lakers do win a championship, which is possible. And this card could get up into the $6,000-7,000 range very quickly. Many people are already thinking that he may eventually unseat Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time, and so yeah, LeBron definitely a good long-term investment. Where do you stay on this card? Do you think that this card has hit a ceiling at 5,000, or do you think that people are basically just hedging their bets right now and hoping that a season returns? Because if the season doesn't return, of course you might see this card go down a little bit. So again, but the Pit offers you an option to liquidate that card at a reasonable price, and without having to deal with the hassle of non-paying buyers, or people deciding that they want to return the card for a refund because they can't really afford it. But with the stimulus coming out, with the coronavirus going on, many people are going to be getting checks and be able to actually spend some of that money on some of these cards. It's very possible that the market will not drop that much. So, yeah. So, what do you think of this LeBron James card? Do you think that this card does still have room to grow? I mean, he's going to need to win a championship with the Lakers for that to happen, I think. But yeah. So definitely, one of the best cards in basketball. So let us know what you think, and hope to see you trading soon at the Pit. And have a great day, everyone.